You already know what this is, man. It's your boy, Mr. McKinney, Mr. Tyrone. We're here on the Loft Talk. I got a special guest with me. I'm going to let her introduce herself. Let her know who you are.
Sorry.
Hi.
I'm Thickiee with not one, not two, but 3 E's at the end.
Okay. Let them know where they can follow you at.
You can follow me at _THICKIEEE.
Okay. Can I ask you where the name come from?
The name comes from my physical features. You know, over time I got thick. I was thicker since I was young, but it progressed as I got older. So Thickiee just grew with me over time, for sure.
How long have you been doing music?
I've been doing music since middle school. So I would say since 7th grade.
Okay. What type of music are you singing, rapping?
I'm a rapper.
Okay. What got you into rapping? Was it somebody you seen? Was it just natural?
I mean, I'm highly influenced by different artists, but I feel like it was basically off my experiences. I use music to express myself.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
So that brings me to my next question then. So usually people have music that, you know, sometimes can be vibey, catchy, or some people just use their experiences in life to, you know, generate music and everything. So I guess for you, it would be your experiences and stuff. That's what comes out in your art?
Yes, that's what comes out in my art, my personal experiences in life.
Okay. And was that just like a outlet, or was it just like something natural that, you know, you always just did? Or was it just like, you know, when you're going through something, you found this as like a form of getting things out?
It started off as an outlet, but over time it became my creativity to express myself.
Okay. Did you have like people around you saying, you know, oh, you should really do something with this? Or was it just, it started to form into this passion? Like, I think I could really do something with this.
Honestly, it started in a notebook and I started expressing it to my brothers and they were like, sis, you got a testimony and a story in your music. You need to go ahead and follow through with it.
Okay.
And that's why I'm still going to this day.
Nice. You said it started at middle school.
Yeah.
Most people don't start till they a little bit older. So
no, my middle school, I have studio sounds in the middle school. Yeah.
Okay, nice. So were you in the studio at middle school, or back then was it just less like writing in your notebook and then doing it that way?
I was in the studio in 7th grade.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. That's dope.
For sure.
That means you got a good support system. Most people, they just, you know, might have something in the notebook. They might, you know, record something on their phone real quick. But if you're in the studio, I mean, you really got something.
Yeah.
What would you say is the genre you're trying to fit in? Or do you not want to be labeled in a genre?
I don't want to be labeled only because I love R&B music, but I can't sing. So I express myself through rap. So It's like a balance between the two, if that makes sense.
No, I get it. I'm going to say this. Personally, I feel like everybody can sing. We just all have different tones, you know? We all just have different tones. So, you know, I would say don't rule it out yet.
Right.
Especially now with the technology and everything like that. There's probably ways that could, you know, you could do it. So you don't want to be in a genre, but more or less you're influenced by like R&B?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm influenced by R&B, but I am a rapper.
Okay. So is your music more like love melodies? Is it more like, I know you said your personal experiences. Is that like, you know, relationship wise, like, you know, heartbreak and stuff like that?
I feel like I don't want to label it because I feel like it's all about the energy I feel from a beat. So if it's an R&B beat or a hip hop beat, I feel like as long as I receive the energy from it, I'm going to click with it.
Okay. So it's more, I understand. So, you know, you hear the beat and then there's a melody that might start formulating
in my mental.
Yeah. Okay, I get you. That's dope. That means that it's like a natural thing because not a lot of people can do that, honestly. So let me ask you, what is if you're not going through like certain things in life at a certain period, what would you use for motivation?
I feel like because I'm naturally a poet, that's genuinely how I started writing music, poetry.
Okay.
So I'm always writing poems, but I feel like my deeper songs come out if I'm going through rough times or just storms in life.
Okay.
So it's genuinely about what I'm going through.
All right. Is it more like storytelling, or is it, you know, when you're like going through stuff, is a lot of your music like telling the story of what you're going through?
Yeah, I feel like it's more so storytelling. And if you know me and you hear my songs, you're going to know what I'm talking about.
You gotta understand. Okay, that's dope. That's pretty dope. So I got a question for you
Okay.
about like poetry and rap. I feel like there is a connection.
Mhm.
I do feel like a lot of rappers and a lot of lyricists, they come from poetry, but there are people who would say they're not the same thing.
Right.
To you, do you feel like poetry and rap, do you feel like it's one and the same? Or do you feel like they're just two different?
I personally feel like they're one and the same because when I was in middle school, all my songs started as poetry.
Okay, nice.
And then I heard a beat and I was able to catch the flow and recite my poem to a beat. So I feel like it's really about how you play with it mentally, because not everybody can do that. But
Yes.
if you have the talent to do it, I say do it, because that's really how it starts for me. That's how it started for me.
I think a lot of the top, rap artists, I think they all come from poetry.
Right.
So, that to me, I think that speaks on, your creativity and places that you could go in life, because you're starting off as a poet.
I'm claiming that.
Yes, there you go. That's how you're supposed to. All right, so I got a couple more questions for you. Let's start with this one. When you are creating, do you like music, noise, or do you like a dark room or just quietness?
When I'm creating, 9 times out of 10, I'm in a private space by myself.
Okay.
But if I'm in the studio, I would like to receive constructive criticism from my producer. I love the LED lights when I walk into the studio. I don't know what it is, but it's very welcoming. It just gets me in my vibe.
Okay.
So when I'm writing, I like to be alone by myself. But when I go in the studio, I want to be in an environment with bright lights.
Push it out. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but I love the bright lights.
All right. So this performance that you have, is it like your very first performance on the stage?
It's my very first performance on a stage in front of public people.
Okay. So
yeah, I might have been writing and recording for a long time, but I've never performed in front of a crowd. No.
So do you have anything that you have in your brain that's going to you're using to keep you calm, keep you in a certain space while people how are you going to overcome the stage that a lot of people fear?
I feel like I'm mentally telling myself, don't overthink it. And what's meant for me, God has set out for me. So if this is meant to be, it's going to flourish the way it's meant to. That's my mental.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think you're definitely going to have a lot of things that come along. This is your first, on stage performance. I know you'll probably, go to let's say a different studio or outside the area, and it might be a bigger stage and things like that. So I think having that mentality is definitely going to help you along.
For sure.
Yeah, I'm anxious to hear your music. I want to see what you got.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, don't let the bright lights get you. You seem like you already been here, so
thank you.
Yeah. I appreciate you. So this is the Law Talk. Y'all already know with Mr. McKinney. This is Miss Thickiee right here. Let them know once again where they can follow you at.
You can follow me on Instagram and Facebook at Facebook is Such a Thickiee. On Instagram, it is Thickiee with 3 E's _ in the front.
I already know what it says, man. It's your boy.